Have you ever found yourself questioning your own memories, emotions, or even the decisions you made? Gaslighting is a manipulative tactic designed to make you doubt your reality. In the next 15 minutes, we'll break down some of the most dangerous gaslighting strategies so you can spot them and protect your truth. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation through chaos and guilt tripping is a powerful tool that keeps you on your toes. 1 minute, everything seems stable, and the next, you're thrown into confusion, unsure of what's real. This tactic works by keeping you in a constant state of uncertainty when nothing seems clear. The manipulator creates a world of confusion where you feel lost, making it hard to trust your own thoughts. On top of this confusion, guilt tripping adds another layer. Suddenly, small mistakes or misunderstandings become major issues that you're blamed for. Missing an event or forgetting a detail that doesn't just feel like a simple mistake. It feels like a deep betrayal. The goal is to make you feel responsible for things that aren't really your fault, creating a sense of emotional debt you can't escape. This combination of chaos and guilt tripping makes it hard to trust yourself. You begin questioning your own actions and feelings, doubting your perceptions of events. The manipulator's version of reality starts to overshadow yours. Over time, this undermines your self-worth and emotional stability. To deal with this manipulation, it's important to stay grounded in what you know to be true. When things start to feel off, focus on the facts and try to keep track of what's happening. Writing things down can help you keep clarity. It's also important not to take on the guilt being placed on you. Recognize that it's a tactic used to control you, and don't let it define your actions or decisions. By holding on to the truth and setting clear boundaries, you can break free from the cycle of manipulation. This takes time and effort, but it's the only way to regain control of your life and peace of mind. If you're finding this breakdown as gripping as we are, a quick like or subscribe helps us keep uncovering more moments like these. The trap of love bombing. Has someone showered you with so much attention that it feels too good to be true? At first, love bombing can feel like the perfect relationship, full of affection, compliments, and constant communication. It's like being treated like you are the center of their world, and it's easy to get swept up in the excitement. I can understand. But here's the thing. Love bombing isn't about love, it's about control. The intense attention starts to feel overwhelming. They make you feel important, but the goal is to make you depend on them. Over time, you might notice that your boundaries start to disappear. You may find yourself putting their needs above your own, and suddenly you don't have time for your friends, family, or personal hobbies. As things go on, you'll see a shift in their behavior. What once felt like care now seems like an expectation. Can you imagine that? The compliments turn into small criticisms. And what feels like support becomes more about what they want from you. It's no longer about you. It's about keeping you in their grasp. The longer this continues, the harder it gets to break free. You might start second-guessing yourself, thinking that pulling away would make you seem ungrateful or selfish. But recognizing love bombing for what it is, a manipulative tactic, helps you regain control. To break free, it's important to set clear boundaries. Recognize when things aren't balanced and don't be afraid to stand firm. Lean on your support system of friends and family who can give you a clearer perspective. Remember, true love allows you to be yourself and grow, not to feel trapped or dependent. Undermining confidence. Imagine waking up one day feeling insecure about your own thoughts and feelings. That's exactly what undermines confidence through questioning your sanity feels like. This tactic is a staple in the gaslighter's playbook, designed to shake the very foundation of your self-assurance. It starts subtly, with offhand comments that make you second-guess yourself. Over time, these small seeds of doubt grow, making you question your own judgment and reality. At first, it might seem like innocent concern. You might feel a little uneasy, wondering if you're truly overreacting or if there's something wrong with your perception. This uncertainty can be incredibly destabilizing. The gaslighter's goal is to make you reliant on their version of reality, slowly eroding your confidence in your own mind. As you begin to doubt your instinct, the gaslighter gains more control, positioning themselves as the only one who can provide clarity. What makes this tactic so effective is its subtlety. It doesn't involve blatant accusations or harsh words. Instead, it creeps in through gentle nudges that make you question your sanity without you even realizing it at first. These small doubts accumulate, creating a fog of confusion that clouds your ability to trust yourself. You might start hesitating before making decisions, fearing that your thoughts aren't reliable. The impact of this manipulation goes beyond just feeling uncertain. It can lead to significant emotional distress, including anxiety and depression. When you constantly question your mental well-being, it becomes difficult to maintain a stable sense of self. The gaslighter thrives in this environment where your confidence is shattered and your dependence on them grows stronger. Breaking free from this cycle requires a concise effort to reclaim your sense of reality. Start by keeping a journal of your thoughts and experiences. Writing things down helps you see patterns and recognize when your perceptions are being twisted. Seek out trusted friends or family members who can provide an objective perspective. Their support can help reinforce your understanding of what's true and what's not. Additionally, setting clear boundaries is crucial. Don't hesitate to assert yourself or your feelings and opinions, even if they contradict the gaslighter's narrative. Remind yourself that your emotions and perceptions are valid. Trusting your own mind is the first step towards rebuilding your confidence and breaking the hold the gaslighter has on you. Ultimately, recognizing this tactic is empowering. By understanding how gaslighters operate, you can take the necessary steps to protect your mental well-being and restore your self-confidence. Remember, your sanity and perceptions are yours to trust. False dependence. If you're surrounded by people who care about you, only to slowly feel those connections slipping away, not because they've drifted, but because someone else has been quietly severing the ties. This is the essence of false dependence, a tactic where someone positions themselves as the only person you can rely on. It might start subtly, but with little hints that others don't have your best interest at heart, but over time, it becomes a full-blown campaign to isolate you. This strategy isn't about care or support, it's about control. By cutting you off from friends, families, or colleagues, they ensure that your world revolves around them. This isolation strengthens their grip because without a support network, you're left dependent on the very person pulling the strings. It's a calculated move to keep you from seeking second opinions or questioning their behavior. What makes this tactic so damaging is how it preys on vulnerability. In moments of doubt or struggle, they step in as the hero, creating the illusion of being a protector, but in reality, their actions are more than just feeding their own need for dominance. Over time, your trust in others erode, and even the most genuine relationships can feel unreliable. It's not those people having changed. It's the constant messaging that they can't be trusted that begins to reshape your perspective. Breaking free from this cycle isn't easy, especially when the foundation of your connections has been deliberately weakened. The first step is recognizing the pattern. If someone is constantly discouraging you from interacting with others or painting everyone else in a negative light, it's worth reflecting on their motives. Genuine care doesn't require cutting you off from other sources of support. Rebuilding those connections is crucial. Start by reaching out to the trusted individuals, even if it feels difficult at first. Let them know what's been happening and allow them to offer their perspective. Expanding your circle doesn't mean severing ties with the person in question. It means ensuring you have a balanced support system. Surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care can provide clarity and help you regain confidence in your own judgment. False dependence thrives in isolation, but it loses power when you reconnect with the people who truly have your back. Trust built on mutual respect and understanding is far stronger than any illusion of reliance. Shifting narratives. Stories are powerful, but when someone starts twisting them, it becomes a dangerous game. Gaslighters thrive in altering events, taking bits of reality and reshaping them until the truth feels just out of reach. They modify details so subtly that you start questioning your own memory, wondering if you've been mistaken all along. This isn't about outright lies, it's about shifting the narrative just enough to create doubt. Maybe you remember a calm conversation where you expressed your feelings clearly, but later the story changes. They insist you were angry or aggressive, painting a picture that doesn't align with what you recall. Or perhaps you waited for days for an apology, but their version claims it was immediate, completely rewriting the timeline. These small shifts add up over time, leaving you feeling disoriented and unsure. Gaslighters know this, and they use it to control how you perceive past events. By constantly questioning your recollection, they position themselves as the authority on what really happened. The goal? To make you second-guess yourself so much that you start depending on their version of reality. The impact of this manipulation can be profound. You might start to feel frustrated or even guilty for not remembering things the way they describe. Over time, self-doubt creeps in, eroding your confidence in perception. That's exactly what gaslighters want. They want to thrive in creating a dynamic where they hold the power over the truth. But there is a way to counter this. Keeping a record of your interactions can make a world of difference. Whether it's through journaling, saving messages, or even jotting down key moments, documenting your experiences can help you stay grounded. These receipts act as a safeguard, giving you tangible proof when the narrative starts shifting. When faced with these rewritten stories, staying calm and confident in your recollections is key. Remember, it's not about winning an argument, it's about preserving your sense of reality. By holding on to the facts, you can prevent the confusion gaslighters try to create. Shifting narratives are all about control, but the truth doesn't need embellishments or manipulation. By trusting your memory and anchoring yourself in evidence, you can break free from their attempts to distort the story. Emotional invalidation. Ever heard that feeling where someone downplays your emotions, making you question if you're just being dramatic? That's the core of emotional invalidation. Gaslighters specialize in telling you that what you're feeling doesn't matter, and all that is in your head, It's like you're telling them something important, and instead of understanding, they brush it off, making you feel like you're overreacting. What's worse, emotional invalidation often happens when you already are vulnerable. You open up thinking you're finding some understanding, but instead, you get hit with this dismissal. The gaslighter doesn't care for your emotional experience. They just want to downplay it, like it's no big deal. But the truth is, your emotions are real and they have meaning. One way gaslighters go about invalidating is by comparing your feelings with other people's. They make you feel as if your problems aren't big enough to matter because someone else is going through something worse. It's their way of making you question your pain and second-guess yourself. But here's the thing. Pain isn't a competition. Just because someone else is going through something hard doesn't make your feelings any less valid. Everyone experiences life differently, and your emotions are your own. Over time, this constant minimalization starts to wear you down. You begin to doubt whether your emotions are legitimate or if you're just being too sensitive. It's a subtle shift that can really mess with your head, and before you know it, you're in a cycle where you feel like you've always been the problem. So what do you do about it? First off, it's crucial to remind yourself that your feelings are important. They matter no matter how others may treat to make you feel. You don't need someone else to validate your emotional experience because you are the one who truly understands what you're going through. Recognize that your emotions are real and no one else gets to decide how they validate it. The key is to stop doubting yourself. Trust your feelings and your instincts. When someone tries to minimize what you're feeling, stand firm in your truth. Your emotions deserve respect, and they don't need permission from anyone to exist. The more you own your feelings, the less power anyone else has over you. Rewriting reality. When someone starts twisting the truth so much that it becomes unrecognizable, that's when the real trouble begins. Gaslighters don't just lie. They completely rewrite the story in their favor. They take events, actions, or conversations and flip them around until they no longer can make any sense to you. It's like living in a world where everything you know is turning upside down. You're left doubting what you've seen or heard. In these situations, the problem isn't just one lie, but a series of lies that add up over time. Gaslighters can make you second-guess yourself constantly, leaving you stuck in a cycle of confusion. It doesn't matter if you have the proof or if others were there to witness it. If they say it did happen, it can feel like your version of the events no longer matters. What's the impact? Over time, you start to lose track of what's true and what's being altered. It gets harder to trust your own memory because everything feels distorted. This isn't just frustration, it's draining. It makes you feel like you're losing control of the narrative of your own life. The real change here is that it's not always obvious when this is happening. At first, it might seem like a small inconsistency, a tiny shift in the facts. But these changes build up and start creating a new reality that doesn't match the truth you know. And when you're constantly exposed to the distorted version, you may find yourself leaning on the person who's reshaping your reality for clarity. This is exactly what they want, to make you dependent on their version of the truth. So, how do you break free? Start by trusting yourself and your instincts. Keep track of events, jot down notes, document details, or talk to someone who was present. This way, when your reality is questioned, you have something real to hold on to. Never let anyone make doubt of your memories. The more you stand by the truth, the easier it is to see through the manipulation. Explore the intriguing world of consciousness manipulation and learn how subtle forces shape your reality. Don't miss out. Like, share, and subscribe to join the journey. And for even more empowering insights, check out the next video that will leave you feeling inspired and uplifted. Your mind will thank you.